everybody? We're hoping you're done getting your snacks, getting your popcorns, because we are back with some more hot action. We have BURTS versus NoName going into game number 3, our lower bracket final of this in the series.
Exactly. And for those of you just tuning in, remember, this is basically 3 teams left. There's already a team that got eliminated. Whoever loses this map is out of this qualifier. So every single team is fighting for their lives right now. It's going to be, once again, NA versus EU. And I'm great to see we were bringing up, I brought up a point not too long ago before the break that it seems that whoever gets that host advantage seems to be getting the dub. But we finally saw an NA team being able to beat an EU team on their own EU connection. So maybe we get to see that as well. And I'm very interested to see who's going to get the first connection, first map pick here.
It's looking like we're gonna go have NoName being the first map here. We're gonna go ahead and see the we're gonna go ahead and go into our map video here to see what we're getting here. We're going to be playing on EU first, since once again NoName is higher to split than BURTS in terms of. But it looks like Soul and Sister Rising are going to be bent, bro. Stop.
No.
It's a fun map to watch. For me, it's a fun map to play. Maybe y'all don't like it, but like clearly it is between Vegas and Sister Rising, because we have seen the same rotation like every single time here.
That is very sad to see. It's the same 3 maps again. Well, hey, but at least on the right side, we might be able to see that Sandstorm on Vegas.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, we are seeing NoName rocking that AKM, running that range, and it's very, very interesting to see if they're gonna be able to get it to work again against BURTS. Because the difference between Hoto's Finest and BURTS is that Hoto's Finest is a more patient team. They'll play off of any advantage they'll get, while BURTS is like, hey, I'm gonna be in your face, buddy. What are you gonna do about it?
But you know what? I think NoName they might have the counter, because if they do decide to go for that hook, that's definitely going to be one of those things that can stop the aggressiveness. Maybe getting one of the mediums out of the chaotic team fights and being able to single them out, and that might be able to get them the dub here. But again, it's very interesting to see a team using a hook, not having that extra shield. They really got to rely on the placements on those walls to be on point. Or again, they really got to rely on that bubble to always be up on the team fights, because if it's not, that they're definitely at a huge disadvantage.
Oh, for sure, yeah. And I'm definitely excited to see how this map's gonna go. Honestly, with the way things are going, I want to believe in BURTS making it in. We'll have our repeat grand final from qualifier number 2. But if NoName can find a way to play together, like we have been saying this whole time, just like target specific people, I wouldn't say it's too far of a stretch to say that, yo, they have a chance to like upset BURTS and make it to grand final.
Yeah, they do definitely have a chance. They can definitely take this home. Anything can happen again. As we saw in the last series, it was Hoto's Finest that got completely dominated in Vegas. So we know for a fact that NoName is very strong on this map, as we're going to be tuning into it right away. And I mean, I imagine we're going to see the same thing coming out of BURTS. A triple shotgun meta. And is it going to play in their favor? It's a question.
It's time to find out. We are here on Vegas. The money spending, the gambling, everything we love here in America. outside of gunplay, obviously. But we're going to go ahead and see. No, it's going to be NoName. Just playing a little bit slower here. Hoto's Finest is going to go ahead and set up top.
Sitting out.
A little patient here.
Definitely playing very patient, but it looks like they're fighting for this ultimate height now, and all hell is about to break loose as the fight is going to start. But you know what? It's not. They're playing time. They're just playing a little back right now, but both bubbles being used already. RPGs. Oh, Shake VNC, everything getting picked out. Joe Swag will be the last one alive. He's not going to be able to be successful with getting any picks. It's just like that. NoName once again starting the domination in Vegas the same way they did with Hotel's Finest. It's like they didn't even skip a beat. It's like they never even lost last series.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were talking about. We were hoping to see that NoName would play a little bit more aggressive here, sort of like what they were doing in map number 1 the last split at the last game. And they're bringing out that same aggression here. Like, that's literally the only way that they can beat BURTSman. It's glad to see that they're getting back on track.
This is going to be going out to A and a bubble being used right away. I'm not sure if that was a misclick or oh no, I see the flight is already here and BURTS already got a pick. Just like that, it's going to be a 3v2 and they're going to be able to take control of the cash. They're going to say, give me that. And they're going to be running, but Swako going to be able to get yet another pick. And just like that, they're going to be able to control A and they're going to be able to set up. And again, BURTS are there every time they get the cash out in, they have a pretty high success rate with just defending the cash out. They usually like to bring it down and then go right back up, but in this cash out they can't bring it down the floor. This is it. So I imagine they're going to be playing ultimate height here, and that's exactly what they're doing.
And for those of you who don't know why they didn't enter the cash out, if you wait for your enemies to respawn before you enter the cash out, they're gonna have a further spawn away from where the cash out actually is. So it was really smart here, as NoName has no idea. Actually, no, it does. Looks like they found him. It's gonna be over here like a martial arts movie, jumping into the air, and wow, we got an exit coming out here onto Chickpea. Swako and Z are getting chased away here, both running for their lives. And yeah, it's gonna be NoName getting those easy kills here. They need to hurry up and get onto that cash out, because if they don't get there in time, they're gonna go ahead and have a respawn coming in, as it looks like they found the last guy. Noah gonna lose that fight, but it's not gonna matter. All their focus is right now is getting to that cash out and getting that control early for right now.
I would have loved to see them kind of just delay that last kill right there. Just kind of make it so they're taking more time. And you know what? Actually, I stand corrected. I said, looks like everyone is up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you know what ended up being that hook actually ended up, I think it ended up hooking Skyway, and they ended up able to get that first pick. So that hook actually paying off right now. But this is it. This is going to be the last fight. Whoever wins this is going to be able to steal the cash out. And I mean, BURTS, once again, they're not afraid to just go in there and take it. And they're going to be successful in taking it. Oh, hell is breaking loose. That's just going to be the first pick that AKM being successful just like that. They're going to cash BURTS out of nowhere. They're just going to cash him in and just wipe him in seconds.
Bro, that was crazy, because what NoName just played time. They played slow. They're like, they don't know where we are. We're gonna go as slow as possible, coming from the top, get you with that double glitch barrel, so that way it don't close the door on my face. What are you doing, Toko? Come on, dog. Let's Toko, chop. No, but basically they're able to just go ahead and just Toko. We're gonna have to fight after closing these doors in my face, dog. Come on, I'm trying to work here, bro. You're making me work overtime, dog. Slow down.
Oh yeah, they were definitely able to just take their time, and they didn't panic when BURTS was taking the cash out. They took their time, and they literally engaged after the cash out happened. So that was just great timing coming out of them, as they don't want to touch this ball right away. They're gonna go around, and it looks like they're probably gonna just scope out the place. Chickpea doing a little bit of damage to himself, but not gonna be that big of a deal, as that barrel's actually gonna connect. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Look at Nux. He's already only at 100 damage up in the air. Not still alive though, somehow being able to just heal his teammates on top of that as well. Trying to do as much damage as possible. They're looking for a big hook. Not gonna be able to hook anybody, as Toko now is in trouble, as he's gonna be able to get picked. BURTS looking like they're going to be able to take this fight home here and be able to take control of the vault early.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight coming in from BURTS here. For a second there, it looked like NoName had the advantage. If we went ahead and saw I think it was Toko getting that successful hook, he would have been able to probably win that fight there. But him missing that was really the downfall. Toko's been really good with hitting his hooks in this tournament, and it's really put them ahead in some fights. So now it's up to see, can NoName stop that rotate and even take the advantage here going into this last cash out, as we already see it inserted into C.
Getting inserted right away, but the enemies are right above them, and everyone knows exactly where they are. BURTS, again, they're more than likely gonna set up a floor below, They're gonna make sure that the cash out is gonna fall a floor under if need be, and they're most likely gonna make their famous play of taking back the high ground control. But as of right now, it's just waiting for NoName to make the move, and NoName is definitely just scoping out the places, just taking their time. I think NoName might be doing something similar as what they did in Skyway Stadium. They might actually be taking their time, but the glitch bro is gonna be good. Sickbit's gonna be able to get a kill. That's gonna be 2 and almost getting the 3rd, but the hook is gonna be good. Not gonna be able to.
Sorry, did that hook just bug?
I think he actually hooked Shikby, but Shikby literally just ran away from it.
What? Nah, I gotta hop in the lab and see how that works. Cause that is beyond me.
It might have been a spectator bug, maybe. That could have been a thing. It could have been just a visual bug. Hopefully it was, but because if it wasn't, damn, if you're watching.
What might have happened? He might have hooked him, but his teammates got the kill on him. So while on our screen, it might have looked like he might have been dead. So it might have just been the hook releasing.
Yeah, that actually does make a lot of sense. It was a little hard to see, but definitely that probably was the case. But NoName, they have to make their move, and they gotta be fast because they have to get this home. If they're able to win this fight, this is GG's, and they don't have much time left. Around 15-20 seconds left on the clock before they gotta touch this. And BURTS again is just doing a good job of playing time. The cash out still hasn't even been touched, and there it is. The fight is going to happen. And they're gonna stick it. They're gonna stick it, but it's not gonna be enough. It's gonna be BURTS gonna be able to take that, and we're gonna see a 3rd cash out.
Oh man, what a fight right there! They came down literally to the wire. People were dying so fast, I couldn't switch to people fast enough. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and see the neutral game coming back out here for BURTS. We're gonna go ahead and reset, get our resist. They're not gonna waste a point. We're just gonna go ahead and respond to the next ball and get it started.
They're definitely going to get control of this. I'm imagining they're going to touch this right away, but they're going to go back on the height. And right around the corner is NoName. And they're going for this ultimate height. I would love to see NoName here. Although I've been preaching that they have to play aggressive, I do want to see them just kind of control the map, but just keeping this positioning. Because they have an assault rifle. The other team is running 3 shotguns. So they have all the advantage being here. I don't think they might be able to get a pick, but they will be able to just have that map control as long as they stay there. And BURTS just have to be very careful as they're rotating the D right now. But again, they should be able to go inside the building relatively safe here. So they should be able to start deep without a problem. But NoName definitely want to cause a problem. They want to cause a ruckus as they're taking over height. But look at this, they actually left the vault and they're going around. The vault is up in the roof, but BURTS are playing under.
Bro, they need to grab that vault and hightail it to B now, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. They get it right in time, right before BURTS goes and drops the cash out. They're going to go ahead and rotate towards B. BURTS recognizing that this is probably going to be the play here. They go outside, but it might be a bait. It looks like it's a bait. They're going to be baiting them away from D, especially going towards D again. Zipline coming across mid. Chickpea, Zay, Quaco, and Z running around. Telco makes the call. Now is our time. Let's go insert that vault now.
Yeah, definitely being able to use that to their advantage, using that awareness to their advantage, and they're going to be able to push that in right away. But now it's going to be BURTS taking high control. So this is very tricky. Again, this is another cash out where you can't bring it down the floor. So this is it. This is as low as it goes, and BURTS already have the advantage. They're going to be playing aggressive, and there's one thing I know about BURTS, is they're not afraid to steal it in your face right away. And that's exactly what they're going to do again. Being able to steal the cash out right away, and it looks like Rabinski's trying to look for a pick here. Not going to be successful. They have to be very careful. RPGs flying everywhere, and just like that, Nox is going to be getting killed. C very low as well, but it looks like this is going to be a fight in BURTS' favor.
Yeah, what a fight there. It was going so well. If they were able to get rid of that bubble we saw that Telka was gonna have a rocket ready for them on this exit door right there, where they were all grouped up at. But unfortunately, the bubble not able to get destroyed, so he's forced to rotate around to his team, where eventually he's gonna get caught out and killed.
They're gonna get caught up and killed, and again, this is way over the half mark. So this is it. This is gonna be the last fight of the map. Whoever wins this is gonna win map number 1, and Nox is gonna hit himself with the barrel. That is not what you want to see in this fight. He's gonna get big first, but everybody's low on bursts. Everybody's low on bursts. This could still be anybody's fight. There's one player left, and that's Rubinsky. He's gonna be able to get that rest right away. Not enough time though. They gotta be able to get these picks right away. They gotta heal each other right away, and they're gonna be very aggressive. This has to be a pick right here. They gotta get this pick right here. They're not gonna be successful. They're not gonna be successful, but Nox
1v1.
It's a 1v1. It's a 1v1. Nox is winning.
He has to go for it. Does he get it?
He does get it, but he's not gonna be able to get the cash out in time. That is so sad to see. Winning the fight, but not having enough time to steal it. Oh my lord. Even I can feel the pain that these players must be feeling right now.
Oh man, that came down literally to the wire. If he had just stayed up on the roof rather than running away, it took him a little bit too long to recognize that it was a 1v1. Eventually, that was the downfall of NoName there, as BURTS goes ahead and takes map number 1.
They did end up taking map number 1, but just barely taking that. Barely. As we can see the scoreboard. This is a more even scoreboard. Everyone in the map doing something. High damage, high support, a lot of kills and assists, right? So everyone in the map definitely playing at their best. But look at Soccer with those 12 assists and a lot of damage. 6,200, completely out damaging everyone in the lobby.
Yeah, no, and that's crazy to see the amount of combat score that he has, especially with all the assists. It means he was really involved in every fight. He was getting damage out on every player in the fight, helping his team get those kills, and really just an outstanding player all around. As we can see, we have Robin and Telco doing their piece on NoName, and apart from that, yeah, it's just Z. Honestly, I just noticed. Look at Z's support score.
I was just about to say that. That is a lot of support score. 5,700 support is insane. He was definitely damn near whole match. Just had to heal. Just had to heal me the whole time.
Yeah, no, and it's great to see. Next map is going to be Skyway Stadium, and it's going to be on North America here. So going on North America, it's going to be interesting to see because NoName, as of late, as we've seen, they struggle on North American servers compared to like their EU counterparts. NTHX, one of the best EU teams playing on North American servers. We also have No Idea coming out with that as well. But it's really just it's going to be interesting to see how NoName's going to tackle this game here.
Yeah, I kind of want to see a little meta change happening in NoName. It's like the hook works until it kind of doesn't. The thing is, the mesh shield is very safe, right? It's very hard to misplay your mesh shield. It literally just eats up damage. But with the hook, you use it once, and that bad boy is on cooldown for 10, 15 seconds. So if you miss it in the middle of the gunfight, that's it. That's all there is to it, right? So I kind of want to see the heavy player, I believe it's Atoko, change to a mesh shield, and maybe they can bring this one home.
Yeah, it really depends on whether or not you can hit your grapples. If you miss your grappling hook, you're essentially like not going to win the fight. And he's been relatively consistent with it, but as we saw, like when he misses it, it really puts their team behind in team fights, and they're not able to like isolate and kill whoever they need.
Exactly. Although now that I think about it, it is a counter to the mesh shield, right? If a heavy has his mesh shield out, you could hook them. So maybe he can still use that into the advantage. There's something that we were talking about earlier is I still have yet to see the hook being used for a cash out placement. Now, we usually see BURTS being the sneaky ones, putting goo and a jump pad down a floor below to kind of make some sticky, tricky cash out spots going on. I kind of want to see something similar happening with the hook, where they kind of just hook out the cash out into some open areas where you don't really get to see those cash outs and really cash those BURTS out from surprise, because BURTS, again, they're not afraid to literally just go straight to the cash out from respawn and go straight to it and just steal it, because they're very much aware that most teams they like to play back. They like to play time. So they force the fight right away by stealing it. So they might be able to negate that with a little hook cash out play.
And that's a really really good point that you're bringing out there. Just moving that cash out when hey, you want to steal this cash out? No, I'm gonna bring it up here and make it drop back down. So yeah, that's a really good idea. Just moving around the cash out when they're going for that steal. That's something that we're definitely gonna see as we are about to hop into Skyway Stadium. Players are set, just waiting for the lobby to go ahead and load in.
Nice. And did you say is Skyway Stadium yet again? Now this is a map where I do believe correct me if I'm wrong, but did Birds lose this map in their first series in Skyway Stadium?
Um, that's a good question. I think yeah, I do think they did lose Skyway
I
Stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, I do think they did lose this map. So no name once again, they might have that slight advantage knowing that they lost this map. So maybe Birds, although this is their pick, maybe they're not as good as what they think they are on this map. So maybe no name can still make a comeback and bring this home and force a map number 3 as we're going to be tuning in right away. And again, those cinematics, those are some beautiful, beautiful intro cinematics as we get to see the beginning of the map. And just like that, the ball is going to be spawning right on Grandma's house right away. Is there any teams that are going to have this advantage here? And it looks like, yeah, it looks like the wait, whoa, that was weird.
Structures.
Oh, suspended structures. And you know what? This fall again, Birds. I don't think Birds have ever played a Skyway Stadium map tonight where it hasn't spawned in this exact location. But the fight is starting right away, and there's that beautiful audio as Rubinsky's trying to get some damage. But wait, Rubinsky on the shotgun. Are they falling for the triple shotgun meta now? Do they have no AKM?
Yeah, it looks like he's not running AK. It's triple shotgun, just like everyone else in the server. He said, so hey, we're not getting enough damage here. We're just gonna go ahead and switch it out.
Man, switching it out, we're gonna see if that's gonna be successful. Definitely not for this fight, as again, Birds are gonna be not missing they're not gonna be missing a step here, as they're gonna continue the rampage as they did last map. Gonna be able to take that, gonna be able to put it into B right away. Always got to be careful of putting it in too early. They got to make sure that the enemy team spawns across the map. And let's see if the enemy team did spawn across the map. Where did they spawn? And yeah, they did. Look at that. That is literally the furthest that you can be.
Yeah, it's going to be furthest you can be in. Well, they are going to be able to get that quick rotate. That's my favorite thing about this game is how fast you can rotate across the map with all the movement tech that you have and the movement abilities that you have as well. You have the jump pad, that zip line coming out right now. As a Telco and Robinsky are basically there in about 6 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. But you got to remember, this is only possible because they're playing double medium, right? They have the jump pass, they have the zip lines, right? Without those movements, then they really would have taken way longer than that. So it's great to see movement being still prioritized here. And to Nox, they already have control of the cash out. Essentially, they can start stealing if they want to, but they're just destroying the C4, and it looks like Birds, they might be taking height here. They got to use this advantage to do some damage, but what? Well, what am I seeing here? Nox is actually going to be going down. That's not what you want to see. I would have loved for him to stay up there and just do as much damage as possible. He is going to be able to get a rest, though. It's going to be a 2v3, I believe. They're trying their best to get these picks. Double rest is going to be happening, though, and Swako's going to be taken down. Just like that, they have full control. The rest is going to happen, though. Again, a 3v3 situation going on. And Swaka doing a lot of damage, being rest. And that's going to be 1. That's going to be 2. That's going to be 1 player left. And that's going to be a couple with his bubble. Oh, missed the hook, unfortunately. But going to go for a spicy steal. Just trying to bait something out. And you know what, Birds? They really know they won this fight. They don't have to kill the Telco right away. In fact, they actually want to take their time killing him, because when they do kill him, that definitely secures their victory.
Yeah, and it looks like they are going to secure their victory indeed, as Cash Out B goes the way of Birds.
Going the way of Birds, just like that. Birds is just 1 cash out away from going into the grand finals, and that's definitely what they want to do. And did that vault just spawn in the same location again?
It's spawned the offices again, bro. What is today?
Wait, but that's crazy. BURTS, when they play Skyway Stadium, they have only played in offices. This foe has spawned 5 times on offices now. Okay, now, listen. I would love to see NoName win this cash out, just so we can see if the 6th vault will spawn on office again.
Yeah, yo, Berts, can y'all throw this round just so
Like,
we can just
please?
run this experiment, bro?
Yeah, can we like hop in their comms and somebody donate 10 subs or something, get their attention, please? But the fight is gonna be starting, and it's gonna be Swaggo trying his best to do some damage, jump padding, and it looks like we got low gravity. That's gonna help the enemy team stay alive, and they're gonna be able to get the rest of those C's gonna get picked up right away. But look, everyone up in the air. Nox by himself, trying to do as much damage as possible. Wait,
oh
Nox
no,
has
he
the
dead
AKM,
slide.
actually.
The dead slide.
Ooh. Unfortunate. That's gonna be Swako being able to get yet another pick. And I stand corrected. I thought NoName actually had the triple shotgun meta, but no, it's Nox, the person that's using the AKM, so they're still sticking true to the roots.
The retros have respawned. Let's see how they bounce back.
Cash out has already been started. They spawn across the map again, but this low gravity is gonna help them get across the map as soon as possible. They are able to see Swako's name tag there as well, so they have a pretty good idea of where the enemy team is going to be camping. Now, I would love to see this team do something similar and take a note from BURTS page and kind of just go straight for the steal right away. Just go straight for the steal and just kind of force the fight. But they're very split right now. They got to be very careful. AKM definitely getting a lot of value. They went inside the building. This is it. This is where I want to see them go for the steal, but they're not going for it yet. Instead, they're going to be able to catch somebody out. Oh, but some great damage going on. Let's see it. There you go. The AKM paying off. Getting traded right away, though.
It's a lot of good damage coming out here for both teams. It's a long fight, a very long fight, as we're just waiting for a victor to finally be claimed. Swaggo just hopping down, saying, please kill me so my team can get put on the timer here. And it's finally gonna happen here. It's gonna be one last fight here. Cash out C. Not enough time after this for another fight,
Okay.
so it's gonna come down to this.
This is the ideal situation where you want to use your hook to bring the cash out down. I want to see the hook being used, but he's not going to use it. He's going to be saving it. It's very unfortunate. I think he had way more than enough time to make a spicy play with that hook and the cash out, but it is what it is. They're just going to be playing the moving platforms here, and BURTS don't have that much time. They have to play aggressive, and I imagine BURTS are just going to go, oh, they're going to get a pick and the hook. Not going to be, it was successful, but the wall is going to be there to stop the hook, and they're going for the steal. It's Toko's name written all over it. He needs to get this kill. Oh no, and BURTS are going to be able to steal it. He had to walk around to try to get the kill, but it wasn't enough time left. He definitely could have clutched up, but he wasn't able to. Just like that, BURTS are going to be able to take this home and go straight into the grand finals. They're going to be going up against, and I already forgot their name. I got a short-term memory. Who are they going up against?
Holto's Finest.
And they're going to be going up against Holto's Finest here in the grand finals. NA versus NA. It's going to be very interesting to see.
Once again, is a repeat grand final in qualifier number 3. I'm excited to see if they change everything. Are we going to see the same except script, just different teams? Because if you don't know, in qualifier 2, BURTS won the upper final against Holto's Finest, and went and basically Holto's Finest won their lower bracket final and won the grand final, right? So are we going to see a repeat script where we're going to see one of the teams in the lower final just come up to the top and just win with BURTS being the victor, being BURTS this time?
That would be interesting. And you know what could be happening? BURTS right now, they're warmed up. They're ready to go. They're ready to go straight in versus Hotel's Finest. They kind of just been spectating, right? I hope that they've been warming up in the shooting range and stuff, but that's a big advantage that the BURTS have right now. They just got off a match. They just 2-0'd second map. They're feeling good. They're ready to go. Momentum is up, right? And they got to keep that going versus Hotel's Finest. Their momentum is long gone. They won their match about 30, 40 minutes ago, maybe even longer. So they've just been sitting in there just waiting, just watching. But they have been analyzing as well. So who knows? It could still go towards anybody here. But question is, and this is the biggest question: are we gonna see Sis Horizon?
Find out next time on the Finals Master Series.